Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Milton Walker. The government is to consider a proposal for the removal of General Consumption Tax (GCT) on table eggs. As Shamela Pullen now tells us, the Egg Farmers Association has been advocating for this to be done for some time now.
Egg production in Jamaica grew by 25% in 2020 despite the pandemic. And President of the Egg Farmers Association, Roy Baker, says it could have been a better year.
What was always a concern is that farmers had more capacity than what they could offer to the market. They had capacity, but they could not sell on all those capacities. And then came COVID, so it would have put them in a panic position. Because if you're operating, say, at 70% capacity and your sales drop, it means that, you have less, what you call, resources.
Speaking at the Egg Farmers Association annual general meeting recently in St. Anne, Mr. Baker reiterated a call for the government to remove the General Consumption Tax, GCT, from eggs.
In our experience last year, with the government support on the buyback program, where farmers were able to sell eggs at a discounted price and receiving from the government a subsidy, they could sell to their customers at a discounted price, which was almost equivalent to the 15% that is being charged on egg as GCT.
Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says he will have dialogue with Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke on the GCT issue.
Have no doubt in your mind, the Ministry of Agriculture does not support GCT on eggs. We believe it should never have happened, and we want to see it repealed. We want to see that removed. So this minister will continuously lobby for the Ministry of Finance to remove that barrier.
In the meantime, Mr. Green says his ministry has earmarked another $35 million for the first quarter to continue the buyback program to support farmers across the island.
We're going to revitalize our farmers markets, and we're going to take the show back on the road. So we're going to go back into the areas. I think we have a great strategy now. We know some of the high points of demand, some of the areas that are always in need of agricultural produce and eggs. So we're going to reactivate our mobile farmers market. So again, I look forward to working with the association, because we can't have anything without having eggs in the mix.
Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.
The National Commercial Bank Financial Group is reporting lower net profit for the quarter ending December 31. The NCB Financial Group raked in $3.9 billion. That was $2 billion less than the prior year. Banking and investment activities, which amounted to $25.2 billion, were down by $94 million. The Bank of Jamaica has intervened in the foreign exchange market for a fifth time since the start of the year. The BOJ offered $30 million today to 9 banks and 5 cambios at an average rate of $148.25. The central bank restricted resale to end users. And currency trading ended today with the US dollar being sold for $148.88. It's costing $118.47 for the Canadian dollar and $205.16 for sterling. $182.43 is the average rate for the euro. The JC Index gained 1,046 points today, and the Junior Market Index advanced by 20 points. Among the winners were Siboney Group, Jetcon Corporation, First Rock US dollar shares, Medical Disposables and Supplies, and Fosrich. On the losing side were JMMB Group, 7.25%, Palace Amusement, CNWJ Cooperative Credit Union, 1834 Investments, and Dolphin Cove. And that's the Financial Week. I'm Milton Walker. Good evening.